and welcome back to this episode of Home Entertainment. I'm Danneisha McDole. On this episode, we will be covering Tina, the Tina Turner musical that will be coming to the Wharton Center. Today, I have the pleasure to introduce an alumna of Duke Ellington School of the Arts and HBCU alumna of Howard University. She's an outstanding vocalist, teaching artist, and actress who starred in outstanding roles, including Pearl Bailey and Pearl Bailey by Request, Sister Rosetta Tharpe in Marie and Rosetta, and now Zelma Bullock for Tina, the Tina Turner musical. We welcome Roz White. Roz, thank you so much for joining me here at Home Entertainment.
Thank you, Danneisha. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. Before we get started talking about this amazing musical, Roz, may you share with us about you and your career, and how did you get to where you are today, please?
Sure. I am a native Washingtonian, born and raised in Washington, D.C., and I grew up in the inner city, D.C. Southeast, where there was a lot of drugs and AIDS was very prominent during the time when I was growing up, and the arts came along at a time when I needed that to save me from all of those things that were around me. And so I started performing at a very young age and went to a school called Duke Ellington School of the Arts, graduated from there, and then went to Howard University and got my degree in musical theater. And through those years, I've been working professionally as a singer and an actress. And I have been all over the country and all over the world with all kinds of artists, Yolanda Adams and Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson, and been able to just work with some great theaters throughout the country and do some great roles and just follow my path. I've literally just followed my path and stayed on it. And that's why I'm here today. I never strayed off the path, no matter what I did. I always kept it related to the arts and arts related subjects, and also teaching and helping youth find their purpose in life too. And so here I am, still doing it today, 39 years in the business.
Wow, 39 years. That is beautiful. And then to work with incredible artist Stevie Wonder, because I know he's from Saginaw, that's my hometown too. So I know your upbringing, I know your family and friends are incredibly proud of you. So I want to extend my congratulations to you on your continued journey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And going on to the next question, Tina, the Tina Turner musical, paying special tribute to a living legend, Tina Turner herself, also known as the Queen of Rock and Roll. From her music, other movies based on her life and journey, including What's Love Got to Do with It, and just this musical will be just as powerful as well, too. To those that are huge fans looking forward to the musical and those that will be attending for the first time, may you tell us briefly about what the audience can expect?
Absolutely. I say expect to go on a journey, learning about Tina Turner's life from her childhood up until her major success when she sold out a stadium of 180,000 people in Brazil. So you're going to go on a journey that's going to take you through her childhood in Nutbush, Tennessee. It's going to take you through her teen years when she first met Ike Turner, traveling with him all over the country. And then it's going to take you to her travels to Europe to develop a new sound that will become her signature sound and made her eventually the queen of rock and roll. All with the ups and downs that come with that, her relationship with Ike, her relationship with her mother, the character that I play, as well as her relationship with record executives and managers throughout industry that tried to impose racism and sexism on her. So she overcame a lot of obstacles. She always had the strength of her grandmother in her ear, and her grandmother taught her about the ancestors. And then she also had her Buddhist practice to keep her grounded through a lot of adversity. And so you're going to see quite a whirlwind of a show, and you're going to get to see some amazing performance numbers that you are familiar with, like Proud Mary and What's Love Got to Do with It, your favorite songs, and just a wonderful, triumphant story. And you're going to leave the theater feeling like you got a glimpse of a real life story of someone who was an icon.
Absolutely, especially live action too. So I know you guys have been working super hard, but this is going to turn out absolutely incredible. So we cannot wait. And as you stated, you play Zelma Bullock, Tina Turner's mother, who plays a significant role as well too. May you tell me a little bit about your character, Zelma? What has been your favorite part about playing her role and how much that role means to you?
My favorite part about playing Zelma is that I get to bring some levity and to lighten some of the hard things that happen in Tina's life through this character. When I first read it and when, first started seeing different clips, I was like, oh, wow, she could be portrayed as a villain if you're not careful. So I started to try to dig into her and get some of the softer layers of her funny side, things that would make people more endeared to her, because the truth is the truth and reality is reality. So I don't have to change that. But there's also a human side to everybody. Everybody has a backstory and reasons that they behave a certain way. And so I try to incorporate that. So that's my favorite part about it, is bringing humanity to this character that could be considered a villain. And just the fun that I have in it is exploring the relationship between these women, this mother and daughter, um, who did not get along and who did not see eye to eye most of the time. But then I would go do research and I would see these pictures of them with their faces pressed against each other's, smiling and just love in their eyes. So they tried to love each other. They tried, but just their ways of thinking just did not mesh all the time. And that's a mother-daughter relationship sometimes, no matter how we try to romanticize it. Sometimes it's rough for two women to try to get along in the world because of society, because of hormonal things, just all of the things that make us women. Sometimes we make it hard to get along with each other instead of just trying to understand each other. And so I try to bring that to the role as well. So it's just a lot of layers that I really enjoy exploring, and it's good. It's good, a good workout for an actor to keep your chops up with the different levels that you have to play.
Yes, absolutely. Especially going back into a daughter mother duo. It's already, has its challenges in a way, but also in the spotlight too when it comes to Tina and her mother Zelma. So I can't wait for you to really perform her character overall in this musical.
It's
Yes.
gonna
What will the audience take away from this musical?
For me, and I'm gonna just speak from experience, the audience members that I've spoken to, they appreciate learning so much about her life, and they also really appreciate the effort that is made by this amazing cast to tell this story. We're telling someone's 60-year career in 2 hours and 45 minutes. And it may seem long as far as a show goes, but just imagine trying to truncate all of those years into that small amount of time. And so the audience is most impressed with that effort and with the magnitude of Tina's story. So that's what audiences will take away, that this story is worth telling, this story is worth being told, and that you're going to have an amazing experience when you come to the show.
Absolutely. I love how you went in depth with that because it's a matter of decades of what she's accomplished, what she's been through, and everything. And I know you guys critiqued it and really just put your all into this in the best way possible. Honestly, I'll sit there for 6 hours to watch the musical. So I could wait for that. And the last question, why should everyone go and see Tina, the Tina Turner musical?
I believe right now, in America, there is a need to stress hope and perseverance and being able to survive and thrive in the midst of some hard circumstances. We've been through a rough few years, and we are starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. But if anyone ever was the example of fighting through difficult circumstances, it's Tina Turner. She represents that for us. And I really think that anybody that is aware of what's going on in society today would have would be interested in seeing the story of someone who's able to push through all of that adversity. It's an American story, and I think that we need to see more of that. And just by living her life, she's been able to employ hundreds and hundreds of people. I think that's important to see so that we can understand the importance of the arts, and so that we can understand the importance of sticking to your dreams and seeing them through to fruition.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was an incredible, beautiful answer. You couldn't have explained it any better because everyone that is watching, you have to go and attend this musical. If you've seen the movie, listen to her songs, and just really observed and watched Tina Turner throughout the years, it's definitely well worth it for sure. Tina, the Tina Turner musical, comes to the Wharton Center from Tuesday, April 18th through Sunday, April 23rd. You can get your tickets at whartoncenter.com. Roz, thank you so much for joining me today, and I send continued well wishes on your incredible journey. We look forward to seeing you and the cast performed on stage very soon. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too, Danneisha. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching this episode of Home Entertainment.